Your Excellency, finishing every coin that we have in Mombasa is not in the spirit of devolution. So, can you be able to save some amounts for the other counties? Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Governor Abdul Samad Nasir, Governor Mombasa County, PS, CSS present, our development partners, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Received greetings from the Council of Governors and the Chair, Her Excellency Anne Waiguru. She would have loved to be here, but she was not able due to exigencies of duty. Allow me to represent the Council of Governors in this important event. Today, we are honored by the presence of His Excellency, the Deputy President, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, for being here. And your being here is a testament of the current national administration's value for devolution and its leadership. With this goodwill, we are hopeful that cooperation, coordination, and consultation and collaboration between national government and county governments will be a norm and not an exception. The COG affirms its full support to you and the President in the implementation of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. A special recognition and appreciation to my colleague, Governor Mombasa, for hosting us this week in your great county. To the Deputy Governors, convening this meeting is timely and commendable. The discussions lined up in the program are rich, and I am certain that you will leave this consultative meeting stronger and sharper. Ladies and gentlemen, the governors and deputy governors who are serving in this third circle of devolution have the onerous task of ensuring that the 14 devolved sectors are performing optimally. As we usher in the third circle of devolution, Kenyans do not want to hear any excuses, but absolute delivery on the mandate given to both levels of government, and particularly county governments. The public pressure is on, and on top of Kenya's priorities is the reignition of economic transformation and delivering on affordable and essential services to all Kenyans across the country. Since 2013, Your Excellency, the journey from a centralized system of devolved government has been marked by the good, the bad, and the ugly. For a start, we must appreciate the fact that all county governments are now operational, though we acknowledge that more needs to be done to ensure that basic rights to education, highest standards of healthcare, clean water and sanitation services, decent and affordable housing, and others are delivered to our people. One thing that we must appreciate while comparing Kenya's devolution journey with its peers in Africa, Your Excellency, we are not badly off. There are countries that are still struggling with the challenges like resource allocation in their local governments, despite implementing decentralization over many years. Though I recognize that inadequate resources and delayed disbursements have been a perennial thorn in the flesh of devolution family. We must also acknowledge that the Constitution, the Public Finance Management Act, and the courts have played a very critical and integral role in ensuring that counties are not undermined through financial starvation. I am, however, aware that as I speak today, counties have not received the equitable share for the 4 months. Such hurdles must be overcome so that devolution is not stifled. Your Excellency, the Deputy President, as our chair of IBEC, we plead that you strongly advance this agenda and push to have timely disbursements of resources to counties to avoid the clipping of county operations. And Your Excellency, Deputy President, about 2 months ago when we had a similar crisis, a phone call by yourself ended up releasing 2 months disbursements to counties. We are requesting that if you have a problem with the credit, we can top up your credit so that you make an equally important call to the concerned people, so that at least the next two, you leave county smiling with at least two, if not one disbursement. Kenya's devolved system of government has the potential to transform this nation into an economic giant if only we can work together under both levels of government, and particularly on the following. One, Your Excellency, respecting the constitutional principles of devolved government and the attendant statutes and on devolution. This way, we will strengthen the policy and the legislative environment for counties to thrive in. Secondly, Your Excellency, enhancing intergovernmental relations by investing in the implementation of resolutions made in the summit and the IBEC, where you chair. Timely release of equitable share and conditional grants to the county governments in order to foster effective, efficient, and sustainable service delivery. Fourth, building a strong and transparent on-source revenue streams by county governments and continuous capacity development of county officers and national government officers. The governors and deputy governors through the COG will continue to work with the national administration, particularly the offices of the president and the deputy president, to make Kenya a breeding ground for success stories on devolution. In this third regime of county governments, I assure you, Your Excellency, that the governors and deputy governors will work together seamlessly and in unison to achieve the goals set out in our manifestos. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of COG, I thank all of us for agreeing to share your time and knowledge in this workshop. I particularly look forward personally to that round table discussion between ourselves as governors and you as deputy governors, so that we can agree on a number of the issues that were raised by the chair. I acknowledge the presence of our development partners, LAP Fund and FCDO, and thank them wholeheartedly for supporting this meeting. COG will continue to work closely with the President and the Deputy President so that as a team we can make this government, as aptly put by Abraham Lincoln, a government of the people, by the people, for the people. I wish you, Your Excellency Deputy Governors, all the best in this workshop as you carry, and also as you carry out your responsibilities in all the other counties. Asanteni sana and Mungu awabariki. It is now my humble responsibility to invite His Excellency the Deputy President to come and deliver his speech and officially open this consultative meeting.